Hello, everybody. This is the Sour Sandwich, and today I'd like to talk about the newest rendition of a previously popular game, Stand Upright Rebooted. I personally used to love playing Stand Upright and could play for hours at a time. Stand Upright Rebooted definitely brings back some of those golden memories for me, but it may seem different to you, and that's okay. So, let's talk about it. When you start the game for the very first time, you are greeted with the main menu and the usual JoJo music that almost every Roblox JoJo game has. Immediately after you click play, another track comes on that is significantly louder, even with the volume level at the minimum setting. But there is an option to mute the music right next to your experience bar, which is very convenient. And now we dive into the very first bit of gameplay. For someone who may be new to Stand Upright or new to the tendencies of Roblox JoJo games, may be a little confused. Without the liberty of the information that is given on the Trello website, it can be difficult to get the hang of things if you are truly just starting out. Very quickly, however, you'll come to find the items that spawn around the map, consisting of, but not limited to, stand arrows, stone masks, ketchup, roca caca fruits, green babies, and more. Upon use of your very first stand arrow, you will be granted with a stand and an attribute. This is the most prominent feature in the game. But, of course, I didn't need to tell you that. You already knew. However, I personally believe that the part that plays the biggest role in the entire game are the attributes. There are certain attributes with respective pros, cons, and rarities, with the rarest attribute being legendary, with a 0.01% chance of obtainment upon use of a stand arrow or a charged arrow. Charged arrows are very similar to stand arrows. However, they have a minimum level requirement to use, that being level 30. However, it also increases your chances of getting rarer stands, wherein the chances of you getting the stand the world with a regular stand arrow is 2%. But its charged counterpart has a 5% chance. I must also note that it is impossible to get certain stands such as Aerosmith or Sticky Fingers while using a charged arrow. In this clip, you see me completing the level 1 quest, and I must admit that leveling up in this game is very mundane and unrewarding. The only true reward I feel after grinding in Stand Upright Rebooted is when I finally get to a level to progress to the next quest. However, you may feel different about the way grinding is set up. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. The quest masters are garnished with faces and outfits of fan-loved characters from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures series. You'll find yourself talking to and fighting many characters, such as Giorno Giovanna, Koichi in his fan-favorite pose, Jotaro Kujo from Part 4, Mohammed Abdul, and many, many more. There are currently 2 bosses in the game that spawn based around how much server time has elapsed. Heaven Ascended Jotaro spawns every 20 server minutes, with a chance to drop a Dio's Diary, a Cursed Orb, or an Ultimate Diary, each with respective uses and rarities. The second boss is Johnny Joestar, spawning once every 30 minutes. He drops the Saint's Limb and the Saint's Torso, respectively. There are also secondary abilities that you can wield alongside your stand. These abilities include Hamon, Vampire, Spin, Cars, and the Ultimate Lifeform, each with their own moves, passives, pros, and cons. There are also currently 51 stands that you can obtain in the game, each with their own skill tree of unlockable abilities. This includes all Requiem forms and acts, as well as Over Heaven forms. But you must remember that Stand Upright is still being updated, and anything may be subject to change. In my personal conclusion, it's almost just as good as it used to be in its prime, but with time it can only get better. Overall, I would rate Stand Upright Rebooted in its current state a 7.85 out of 10. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Smell you never. Sour Sandwich out.